Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What is this? This is Tanks and Tutties, presented by Tubbs and Franke. And before we get into this, I need to address something right now. This desk right here, nothing happened to it yet. We've got a hater about my desk, and we're going to leave it that way for now. But it will be taken care of this week. Desk will be gone next week. I'm thinking I can put something cool back there, show you guys the rest of my shelves. But for now, it's staying. I didn't have time, okay? All right? We played golf on Sunday. That's when I was going to do it. Too bad, so sad. Sorry, Papa Tubbs. Keep talking your shit. I don't care. Before we get into this, we got a couple notes on the program. If you're watching on YouTube, please like the video, subscribe, turn on some notifications so you know when we post all our content. We're posting shorts. Frankie's been putting in work on the shorts, the TikTok. Shout out to Franke. If you're listening, go to the podcast description and click the link. We want a message. Send us a message. We get lonely, we just talk to each other. It's not even, we got no input from the fans. So send us a message. Let us know what we should change, what we should do, what we should add, any of that. So this week's episode, we decided to add a couple things and change a few things. So first of all, this is going to be the last weekend recap ever. We will be changing it to a new little segment to start the show, but we'll save that for next week. We're also going to add in every week. We're going to update our college football Dynasty. Very excited for that. We've been putting in work out there. Very exciting news about that for this week, but we'll save that for after the weekend recap. And then everything else is pretty much the same. This week, I'll be doing the blind rank. We have some NFL news. As you can see, I decided to put on the Amon-Ra jersey because I'm getting excited for football. We got preseason this week, first full week of preseason. That means we're about 3 weeks away from NFL football. Actually, I think it's actually a month. I think it's a month from tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. And then, MLB, Immaculate Grid, all those good things. Frankie's going to do roulette this week. Roulette might be changing as well. We were talking about that. So we're going to look into that as well, but it might stay. So no promises there. But let's get right into it. How was your weekend?
My weekend was very busy. Friday, we did not do anything. Oh, actually, Friday we went out with Josie, got some drinks. Have you ever heard of the game Unstable Unicorns?
No.
It sounds really weird, but it is a blast. There's a ton of strategy to it. It's a card game. Basically, you have to get 7 unicorns in your stable. Unicorns have certain powers where they can knock people out and everything. Long story short, I was in the lead. I had 6, only needed 1 more. And then I got some downgrades put on me. I could only have 3 cards in my hand at once. Every time it was my turn, I had to take 1 out of my stable. I ended up getting wrecked. It's a fantastic game. There's an adult version that we were playing too. So like unicorns would be like horny unicorn, unicorn butt plug, unicorn with a dildo, stuff like that. It was hilarious, but
sounds confusing.
It definitely is confusing to play the first time, but once you play it once, you kind of get a good understanding of it. Mm-hmm. So we played that at Josie's house with her and her boyfriend and had some drinks. Then we went out to Joey's, had a couple more drinks, met up with some friends. Saturday, we met up with our old roommate, Melissa. We went out to the deck in Muskegon and sat on the beach. The deck is awesome. If anybody has the chance to visit it in Muskegon, it is
Hang on. Time out. You got to stop saying it that way. It's Muskegon.
How was I saying it?
You're saying Muskegon. It's not Muskegon. It's Muskegon.
I mean, it's spelled Musk-Egan.
Yeah, but you're putting so much emphasis on that K and the U. It's annoying. Muskegon. It's Muskegon. Ski.
Okay.
Ski.
Anyways.
Muskegon. Say it.
So we went to this bar in Muskegon.
Yes, that's so good. Clap it up for Frankie, everybody. That's so good. Thank you.
It's got outdoor seating on the beach. Everything is sand underneath your feet. Has a restaurant attached to it. Live music. I had a pina colada. Sat on a swing. It was awesome. After that, I went to the beach for a little bit. Just kind of chilled. Came back. Went to Joey's again. 2 days at Joey's and GR. You can never turn that down. Had some nice cheap drinks, cheap food.
That'd be a good reality TV show. 2 days at Joey's.
That's a good name.
No, that's an idea.
And then Sunday, I golfed. I golfed all right.
You definitely did golf.
I did golf. How was your weekend?
What'd you shoot?
I don't know. I played a nice course. I played Thornapple.
Okay. I know what he shot, guys. So my Friday, we'll get to that. Friday, Sid came over. My sister's boyfriend came over. We had a little game night, had some drinks. Me and my sister went to Walmart and spent entirely too much money on games. We got some fun ones, though. We got Jenga, but there's challenges with each brick. So, for example, you take a brick out and it's a certain color. So the tower slides. It's on a podium that slides. And if you take a pink brick, you can pull it 3 spaces toward yourself. You basically want to get it all the way to yourself to win, or the other team makes it fall. For example, one of the challenges was Sid had to feed me my drink while I placed the block. That was pretty hard. Sid had one. We had to maintain eye contact the whole time she placed it. That was really hard. So that was one of them. We had Uno Dare. There, instead of having draw 2s, there was dares you could do to get out of drawing 2 cards. Played some code names, just different games. It was real fun.
I have a suggestion for you.
What's that?
Next time you go to the store, you should get unstable unicorns.
I didn't even see that, honestly, because I probably would have been like, what is this?
I definitely heard of it beforehand, but it's a wild game.
And then Saturday, what did I do Saturday? Oh, went over to my parents. Had a family reunion up north. Went with my dad, sister, and brother. That was kind of fun. Took a little bit longer than we expected. Came back to my parents, and then some of my friends played in a golf outing on Saturday, so they went back to the bar that hosted the outing. So we went there, had some drinks, hung out for a while, went to another bar, and then headed home because Saturday I texted you, and I said, hey, let's try to link up one more time before we go back to Tennessee to get a round in. And I was thinking, one of the future weekends, and you said, I'm fully booked. I got nothing. And you said, I'm going to try to play Thornapple on Sunday. And I was like, oh, interesting.
For those who don't know what Thornapple is, it's nicknamed Planes, Trains, and Automobiles right next to the Grand Rapids Airport on the river. You got planes flying over, boats. You have to go under a railroad track.
Beautiful conditions, fast greens. So I was like, man, I got to take advantage of this. I don't know when I'm going to see you next. And when I do see you next, we probably won't be golfing. So added that to the Sunday
Unless
plan.
You're in Memphis.
Right. So Sunday, woke up, made some breakfast, went and did my grocery shopping, cooked some food, did some other stuff, and then drove out to Grand Rapids. We played. Frankie, you shot a 105, if you couldn't remember. I shot a 96, no big deal. It was funny, the whole round I was talking about how I don't remember the last time I had a birdie, and I played kind of okay, really. It was just mid, had some good holds, had some really bad holes. And then on 18, spanked a drive. I thought it was going to be bad, and you were like, nah, you should be fine over there. Right on the edge of the fairway, perfect. Had about 115 in, I think it was 105. Grabbed my 50 degree, put her to about 4 feet, 3 feet.
Yeah,
nice easy tapping for birdie to end the round. Beat you by 9 strokes. Almost identical to the Ironwood round. Beat you by 10 strokes there. That was an easier course too. I can't believe you let me beat you by 10 there. But
game's just not as good as I want it to be right now.
I will say, I think this proves that I am better than you though, because Ironwood I beat you by 10 strokes, and then yesterday I beat you by, or not yesterday, Sunday I beat you by 9 strokes. So I think it's safe to say that I beat you by about 10 strokes every time.
I think it depends on where a game is at. I think when my game is at its best, we're pretty even.
I disagree, because even when I drove down to Tennessee, hadn't played since the fall, you had been playing, I beat you the first round. I beat you when I was cold.
I guess, okay. We're gonna have to schedule something, get something in the schedule here where we can really test this out. We play a couple different courses.
I mean, we've played 2 courses in the last 3 weeks, and I beat you both times. So
yeah, but I wasn't ready for that kind of competition. So
okay, whatever you say. I'll tell you what. Here's what we do. When you come back for Christmas, you play all the rounds you want down there in Tennessee with your warm weather. I'll be cold. We'll go to X Golf, and I'll beat you there.
Yeah, you would beat me at X Golf. X Golf sucks.
X Golf's the shit. Anyways, got home Sunday night around, I think it was like 9:15. I got home, just made some dinner, showered, and then called it a night. So great weekend though. I did a lot last weekend, and I think I even said last week that I had a boring weekend coming up. So turned it around. Now, my new favorite segment, the Dynasty update. And there's a reason it's my favorite segment currently. So I'm gonna control this talk just because I'm the one that's still involved in the Dynasty. So let's get into that. So you had a huge loss when we were playing last night. You were the 1 seed in the ACC the whole year. You were looking good. And then NC State crept up. You had a bad loss you lost to Notre Dame.
Lost to Notre Dame. Notre Dame was my first loss. And then I lost to Miami.
That's right, Miami. Yep.
Miami was a bad loss.
And then you had NC State. And I think I even said before you played, I'm like, hey, this is a big game that pretty much locks you into the ACC championship. And you lost. Second to last game of the season. You had Georgia the next week, which honestly, the way I see it, if you would have won that game versus NC State, you probably would have lost to Georgia. But fell out of the ACC championship. This helped me out. I jumped you into the ACC championship. I just needed to beat. Who was I playing? I was playing somebody buns.
You would have played NC State.
Maybe.
For the ACC championship.
I played NC State because I was like, oh man, if you would have beat NC State, it would have been us versus each other in the ACC championship. That's right. So I beat NC State. I got revenge for you. I remember saying that. So then I won the ACC championship. Got the 4 seed in the playoffs. You just missed the playoffs. You were right on the edge because you ended up beating Georgia. For whatever reason, those of you that play NCAA, I don't know why this happened, but Texas State got the 3 seed.
As the number 19 overall team in the nation.
And then Memphis got in as the 24 seed, and they were 9-3. So it doesn't really make sense. You were 9-3, and your losses were definitely better than NC State. But Skitty Hyena, some people are calling him Reggie 2.0 or your version of Poopy Stinks, for those who know. He mentioned on TikTok, on our most recent NCAA TikTok, he said varsity was too easy. And he's right. I've noticed, you watched my game earlier today. I'll get into that in a second. I run about 3-4 plays that work 9 times out of 10, and I'm able to just move the ball down the field. Now, it does not work sometimes. You saw I punted once. I also got stopped right at the end of the half. So, needless to say, we will be bumping it up to All-American next season. Do you have anything to say about Skinny Hyena on TikTok?
Yeah, actually, I do. So first off, 1v1 me, bro.
I think he'd smack you.
He claims to have 100 hours on the game already. I doubt it, unless he's like a 14-year-old who
I was just going to
say
on
a summer vacation.
100% a 14-year-old on summer vacation.
Yeah. Either way, I could take him. Second thing I want to address, not even about Skinny Hyena, was about this NC State loss. So I was down the entire game. I made some bad throws, threw a couple picks, but came back in the second half, took the lead with 16 seconds?
16 seconds, yep.
16 seconds to go. Kicked the extra point, went up by 4, I believe, at that point. Something like that. NC State ran a play, wasted 6 seconds for 28 yards, I think it was, or something like that. The next play was that one was the 48-yard touchdown, and it took 1 second off the clock. I don't think the game wanted me to win that one, because that should not have happened. That game should have been over. But it's whatever. We got a great recruiting class coming in. Georgia Tech is moving up the rankings. We are looking great for next season. 9-3 is nothing to be disappointed about. We won the Boca Raton Bowl, smoked them. I let them even crawl back in the last 2 minutes.
You didn't smoke them. You won by 3.
Because I let them. No, I did not.
You threw 2 picks when they were down 17, and they scored 2 touchdowns.
No, they only scored 1.
No, they scored twice. You lost. You won by 3. I watched it. Yes, because then you were still throwing the ball, and I'm like, please throw a pick 6.
I don't think it was by 3, but regardless, we won the Boca Raton Bowl. Coach Chip Chasin's not leaving. OC for life here at Georgia Tech. I would never even think about never even think about taking a job at another school, unless that school is Tennessee or Wisconsin. But Chip Chasin is here for at least one more year, potentially for life.
You just said for life.
So we'll roll with the punches, roll the dice, and see how next year goes. But
let's get back.
I think
to the
we got a lot of
that
potential for
everybody
next
wants
year.
To hear about. Nobody gives a shit about Chip Chasin's fucking 10-3 season, barely beating East Carolina. Everybody wants to hear about Haywood Jablomi, and Haywood Jablomi is actually at Virginia for life.
It's actually Haywood Jablomi, but
no, it's actually Haywood Jablomi because that's the only thing that would work. Sometimes
it's an MY.
Is me. Sometimes it's me.
Should have put an I.
Jablomi. Listen, first round of the playoffs had a bye. ACC champion, just had to remind you. And then the quarterfinals there, we had Notre Dame. This was a tight one. 31-28. I believe I scored late in the game to take the lead, and defense got a big stop. I found the fix for your clock mess up. Thank you for this, by the way. The trick is you go into jump to next play when you're about to kick the extra point. So then you kick the extra point. Then you're able to skip by play. You're able to sim by play. And then it actually takes 6-7 seconds of play. So luckily for me, my defense got an interception. I think there's like 30 seconds on the clock. So I just made sure to do that so I didn't run into the same situation as you. So we won 31-28 to move on to the semis.
Sounds like Haywood Jablomi's cheating.
We actually just played the semifinal about an hour ago. I streamed it to you while you were in your meetings. Beat Utah 20-17. It was never really close. I went down 7-0 to start, and then from there it was all me. I could have went up 14 at half. I screwed up. I tried to scramble in with my quarterback with 4 seconds on the clock. I thought at the very worst I get hit out of bounds. I kick a field goal. That didn't happen. I got tackled at the 2, no timeouts, clock bled out, fucked. And then the second half, I just absolutely melted the clock. I'm talking run plays, jet touch pass, passes over the middle. Everything was inbounds. Clock was moving. Defense shut them down the second half as well. It was great. So now we're in the championship game. I will be playing it after this recording, after I get some dinner in me. I got Oregon. We had a chance to play Michigan. That would have sucked. They're not my alma mater. I wasn't smart enough to go to Michigan. Actually, Haywood Jablomi wasn't. His alma mater, CMU, but he grew up a Michigan fan. So, but we got Oregon. Oregon beat him by 24. So, got to avenge my hometown team. You know what I mean? So, I think when I play that game, I'll actually throw on a Michigan jersey just in spirit. And then hopefully we bring a championship home. And, if I do win a championship, Skinny Hyena was 100% right. I only lost 2 games. Both were by 3 points. Both were my fault. And we will be bumping it up to All-American next year because I've got an All-American Dynasty I do on my own, and it's hard. So
yeah, Skinny Hyena wants to bash Georgia Tech for winning 9 games and beating teams like Louisville and stuff like that, but keeps his mouth shut when it comes to Virginia making the national championship. We'll see. Dude, we'll see how you feel this week, Virginia.
You watched it. PA deep outs. It's fucking wise open every single time. As long as you watch that safety come down, he's open. So,
yeah, I don't know.
Skinny Hyena, I got no problems with you. Here, I'm looking at them. Here, we're going to post this on TikTok. Skinny Hyena, I have no problem with you. I think you're 100% right.
I do.
I think Franke here is the problem. He's not good at the game. And we gotta deal with him, But we're bumping it up to All-America next year. Keep an eye on the clips. We'll show you. Next year will be a lot better.
1v1 me.
I think it's a 14-year-old that's on summer vacation. I think he would fucking smack you. I would say the spread is probably Skinny Hyena minus 17.5.
No, not a chance. Not a chance.
The game that I watched you play against East Carolina, your decisions and playmaking.
That one was a rough game. I will say you witnessed a bad product.
You threw 3 picks and you had 2 drop picks because you were on varsity. If you're playing a real person, they're click on picks every single time.
We'll just have to see how next year goes. But I feel like there was one more thing I wanted to say, and I just don't remember what it was.
Was it about the fact that 3 of my fucking top recruits flipped to you in the last 2 weeks?
I mean, I'm just a better recruiter.
It's fucking annoying. I did get a 4-star tight end. That's a gem. So he's basically a 5-star. So suck it. All right. Locks and long shots then. Let's get into the show. Last week, I had the Twins and Mets over on Wednesday, over 8. I said there wasn't a lot of thought process here, just 2 teams that could put up runs. And guess what? They did. 8-3 final. So we're 21, 18, and 1 on the locks now. Just trying to keep that at about 500. We get to football season, and then we're going to go off football season. So this week, I decided to go with a real crafty play. All right. The Mariners are taking on the Tigers today. Castillo's on the mound. Castillo has been great. His win-loss isn't there, but the ERA and the WHIP are. So we're taking Castillo 5+ Ks. This is like minus 500, right? So no worries there. That's going to hit. He's going to fucking strike out the Tigers 8 times. The juice comes from Montero, also 5+ Ks. Now, if you go look at Montero's stats like I did myself, you're going to think this was kind of dumb. It was minus 200, but it's 5 strikeouts. It's a Mariners team that's underperforming. And Montero on the road, he has not gotten strikeouts. So I also had to put in a little degen there. He's due. I think his last 3 away starts, one of them he had 3 Ks, and then the others he had 4. So he's right there. He's going to get it done tonight. That's minus 140, by the way. Don't put real life money on it. I just need a win. So that's why I'm putting it there. Long shots. Scooble Cy Young plus 1,600 is what I got it at. Not to brag. Currently, last week, I believe he was minus 115 and Burns was like plus 150, something like that. I looked this week expecting it to be worse. I almost thought that Burns was going to be the favorite after Scooble's outing on Sunday. He wasn't very good. 6 innings, 3 earned. He did have like 8 or 9 Ks. No, he had 8. He was facing Reagans. That's right. He had that parlay. And I looked. Scooble's minus 250 and Burns is plus 250. So I'm like, how is this possible? Scooble was pretty average in his last outing. Burns was worse. He gave up 4 earned in 5 innings. They would have lost the game if the Orioles didn't have a fire offense. So Scooble just needs to have a good outing this week, and I think we could see this up to like minus 400 next week. The season's winding down here. We're past the dog days. Once football's back, I'm going to forget about this, and then it's going to hit one time, and I'm going to go to place an NFL parlay, and I'm going to be like, oh, my God, I have an extra $300 in my account. Let's fucking go. So, and then Terrion Arnold, we've got some news on him later in the episode as well, so keep an eye for that. Last week, Josh Jung home run didn't hit. Rangers lost 8-1. Don't care. This week, Gunner, Dinger Tuesday, plus 450. He just hit one on Sunday after not hitting one in like 20, 25 games, something like that. So he didn't play last night. We're going to go with he's due to go on a run. He's going to hit one tonight, plus 450. And then also Alvarez, Dinger Tuesday. For those of you who know, we bring him up a lot. Boogie with Trent. He's fade god, always wrong. He does a no home run lay every week. It's never hit. And he put Jordan Alvarez in it. So plus 255, we'll ride that. Your locks and long shots.
All right, my locks, I'm 40-22. Last week we had the Mariners money line versus the Red Sox on Tuesday. They won 10-6. I said that I was hopping back and forth on the Mariners money line, and eventually it hit. We also had Robbie Ray over 6.5 Ks Tuesday versus the A's. That lost. The Oakland Athletics are one of the baseball's hottest teams right now. So he only ended up getting 4. Tough loss, but we take it on the chin. This week we're going to throw out a future. Packers to make the playoffs, minus 155. Jordan Love just got paid. Got another year of all the wide receiver core, getting a little bit older. We add Josh Jacobs in there. A couple nice draft picks. Give it to me. And then we're also going to throw in Royals money line Wednesday versus the Red Sox. I just realized that I am fading the Red Sox 2 weeks in a row. Cole Reagan's on the mound for the Royals, and that's why I'm taking it. So,
He kind of got lit up by the Tigers in terms of hits. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. It's in Kansas City too. So,
what happened to his? He was looking like a Cy Young at the beginning of the year. What happened to him? What are his odds at right now? I'll look into it.
I mean, he hasn't been bad. He just hasn't been better than Burns and Scooble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Long shots, 16-46. Still have Soto, regular season home runs. Last week we had Harper and Gunner for Dinger Tuesday. Neither of them hit. Cannot believe it. Neither. This week, Jordan. I got to trust with what Jake's saying there. Fade God has it on his parlay, so we take the opposite. Plus 255. And then I'm throwing out a weird one. Have you heard the name Jean-Kenzie Noel?
Yeah, because he hit his first major league home run against the Tigers.
Yeah. So he is playing against the Diamondbacks tonight. Guess who is pitching for the Diamondbacks?
Oh, I actually saw it. Rodriguez.
Eduardo Rodriguez is pitching. Wind is blowing out to right field, I believe, which is where it's actually in from right field. So we're getting a wind tunnel in right field tonight in Cleveland. Gives it about a plus 7% home run advantage. But outside of the numbers, John Kenzie is a absolute bomb masher. And Eduardo, this is what, his first start of the year? I think his first one back.
Yep.
Yeah. So we got to take Noel here. Plus 560, a lot of juice.
Did you happen to see the over-under for the Cubs-Twins game tonight?
I did not.
So the weather is really shitty. There's some wind coming in from center, as well as some rain, and it's cold. I don't know if you're outside
71
today.
degrees. Wind is in from center at 21 miles an hour, minus 10% home run park factor.
Do you know what the over-under is, or do you want to take a guess?
Based on the pitchers, Pablo Lopez, Shota Imanaga, I'm going to say it's probably 6.5.
It is 6.5. It was 5.5 earlier this morning when I saw it the first time. I was like, wow, that's got to be the lowest of all time.
Definitely not the lowest of all time. Probably lowest of the year. 5.5 is getting there for sure.
Right. That's what I'm saying. 5.5. That's like in the NHL seeing a 4.5 for over.
That'd be like Burns and Skubal going up against each other in a 40-degree day with 30-mile-an-hour winds blowing in from what would be the hardest park to hit home run?
Comerica.
You think?
Oh, yeah. It's like,
probably,
I think it's like the 29th ranked.
Maybe Kansas City. Kansas City might be harder.
Maybe Kansas City, yeah.
But, yeah, that'd be like those two going up against each other.
I was just about to look. I wonder if the Tigers do play the Orioles this year.
See if they definitely did already.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I just don't think we got that matchup.
Oh, they play again late September. They got 2 more series together in September. That could be huge for the Cy Young.
Good.
All right, continue. Sorry.
Oh, that was all I had for long shots.
Oh, shit. Why am I thinking we're on locks? Lock in. I got to lock in. All right, that brings us to our blind rank then. What do you got me ranking today?
Last week you got me thinking. You were bitching and complaining about the NFL Top 100. You said, I can't tell what they're ranking on. Nobody really knows. So this week I'm going to have you blind rank the major 4 sports teams, just 10 of them, 10 random ones.
Should I rank it off of something in my head and then have you guess what I ranked it based on when I'm done?
I mean, it's going to be hard because you don't know the 10 teams that I'm throwing at you.
That's true. But then, yeah, that's true. All right.
So
I'm going to rank it. I'm literally just going to not even just think. I'm just going to throw them out there.
Okay.
Let's get it.
All right.
You got to type them in too, by the way. Don't forget.
That's fine. First team up.
Okay.
It's Tennessee Titans.
Ooh.
Now, major 4 sports. This is NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL.
So basically what I'm thinking is more of like an overall type. So they're not good right now. They've never won a championship. They've had some good players in the past. I'm going to throw them at 8. 8.
Okay.
It's got to be low. They're not good. They're not good now. They haven't been good. They've been to 1 Super Bowl and they lost.
Okay. Second team, the Cincinnati Reds.
Ooh, Cincinnati Reds. They've had some success. They've been around for a while. Right now, they're not good, but they have an exciting player. Let's throw them at, their uniforms are kind of gross. I don't like their uniforms. I forgot about ranking uniforms too in this. I feel like it's just kind of a mid team, but I'm going to put them really low. I'd put them above the Titans. So I'm going to put them at 7.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, all this college football playing that we've been doing is hurting my back. I spend my day at work in a chair, and then I come home and sit in this chair and play video games.
Oh, I bet.
It's not been good for me. I got to get back in the gym. Go ahead, sorry.
The next team, the Los Angeles Angels.
Angels. Okay. Why am I just getting the most mid teams ever? Angels have never won a World Series, correct? They've got arguably the best player of all time, but he can't stay healthy. But they got to be above the Reds and Titans. I do like their uniforms. They had Pujols there for a little bit. I'm putting 5. That's a mid team right there, the Angels.
Okay.
Impressive to spell Angeles right the first time. I never can.
Next team, Charlotte Hornets.
Ooh, 10.
Okay.
No reaction. Just 10. Terrible. Been bad a very long time. The only thing they got going for them is they're sponsored by Jordan.
It's fair. Next up, the Denver Broncos.
Okay. Now we're getting better. Got some historical success there. They've won a Super Bowl in my lifetime. Love the uniforms. Love the orange. They're ass right now, though. So we're going to put them at... You got to think what's coming. One of my teams has to be in here somewhere. So I got to leave 1 or 2. I'm going to put them at 3. Denver Broncos. High altitude. Had some good running backs. Cool stadium. Yeah. Elway. Matt Prater. Drunk Matt Prater.
Next up, the New Jersey Devils.
Oh, now see, I do like the Devils. I like their uniforms. I like the story behind their mascot. That's a good one. Look that up if you've never heard it. I think I'm going to put them at 2. I don't think you're going to give me 2 of my teams. Yeah, 2. I'll put them at 2. And I'm just going to... No, you said New Jersey Devils.
Oh, whoops, my bad.
What are we doing? Are you drunk, Matt Prater?
Maybe.
Is that the team?
No.
Okay.
I was thinking about them when you said one of my teams.
So that means they're coming up. All right.
No, they're not. Code. They're not.
How do you think about the Buffalo Sabres when we're talking about the Devils?
Because I was thinking hockey, and then yeah. Anyways.
Go check out the YouTube so you can see my face of disgust right now.
Are you ready for your next team, or are you going to keep bitching?
Yeah, hit me with it.
Minnesota Timberwolves.
What are these mid teams, dude? Timberwolves. Never won a championship. Good right now. They had Kevin Garnett. They got to be low, though. But they shouldn't be below the Reds or Titans. I like the Hornets at 10 so far. I'll put the Timberwolves at 6 because Anthony Edwards is pretty good. And Cat. I don't like that one. I do like their uniforms, though, the mascot. I should have just ranked this on mascot. That's what I should have done and not told you.
Next up, Las Vegas Raiders.
Okay. Vegas is Vegas, but I'm not going to put them number 1. They've got some historical success. They're ass right now. Great uniforms. Love the All Blacks. Number 4. We got 1 and 9. I feel like I always leave like 1 and 9, 2 and 10 open. Because you want to leave something bad, but you need something good. You got to give me Lions.
Winnipeg Jets.
Ugh. I don't want to get rid of my number 1 spot because if I do, I feel like you're going to give me the Lions. And I got to put the Lions at 9. But I feel like the Jets are better than the Devils. Winnipeg is a cool name. Fuck it. I'm going to put them at 1. Winnipeg Jets. If 9, hang on. I'm going to try to predict number 9 here. That'd be sweet if I did. But if 9 is a really bad team, then I put together a pretty good list. I think the only thing is I would put the Broncos at 1 and the Jets at 3. But stop it. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. Oh.
Detroit
okay.
Tigers, number 9.
Okay. In terms of all-time success, like I was saying, it's not really there. They're ass right now, and they have been for 10 years. Best uniforms in baseball. Oh, did you already say it's the Detroit Tigers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I must have just.
I didn't say it. I
just
just started typing it.
Right. So it's the Detroit Tigers, guys. I don't hate this list though. If you go based on all-time success, I feel like the Reds are just too low, but then everything else is like doable. But yeah, I like this list. I feel like it's all right.
I'm actually impressed. That was a better list. I tried to give you as many mid teams as I possibly could.
You gave me pretty much every single team was mid except for like the Broncos have the most success out of everybody. I feel like I was thinking more all-time success than anything else, but
yeah, I mean, I didn't want to throw out like, the Packers or the Bucks, and then just throw out a bunch of teams like the Tigers and the Pistons and the Lions.
Whoa. You could have thrown out the Lions.
If we're going on all-time success.
That's true. But
no, I've Current state would be a little bit higher, but I do feel like you did a pretty good job with that.
Especially with no prompt. Just, hey, rank these 10 teams. Not bad.
Yep.
Not bad.
Yep. I kind of like this idea where every week we just do no prompt like this. Don't even have to do teams. You could do random things, no prompt, and say, all right,
rank these. Yeah. Not a bad idea. Let's keep that one in the brain.
For viewers and listeners, I guess, because they can't see the list. Jake's blind rank of the major 4 teams. Number 1, Winnipeg Jets. Number 2, New Jersey Devils. Number 3, Denver Broncos. Las Vegas Raiders at 4. Los Angeles Angels at 5. Minnesota Timberwolves at 6. Cincinnati Reds at 7. Tennessee Titans at 8. Detroit Tigers at 9. And Charlotte Hornets at 10.
The only change I'm making 2 changes if I could go back. Raiders are 3. Broncos are 1. And the Jets are 4. That's the only change I'm making.
See, I think I kind of want to move. That's the thing. It depends on what you're rating them on. I like the Hornets a little bit more than the Tiger. Like, I'd have the Hornets at like 8, maybe. I'd have the Reds at like 5.
I think the Hornets are probably historically one of the most bland, boring franchises ever. I think the only
but they got some cool jerseys. They got Jordan.
I think the only reason you're saying that is because you might live in Charlotte one day and you got to cover your ass just in case.
No. I've said it. If I ever move to Charlotte, I will never be a Hornets fan.
I don't think you could. I think it'd be
Bucks
Grizzlies fan.
That's it. Bucks and Grizzlies.
Yeah, that's it. Until you move somewhere else with a better team.
Should I pick up the Preds? Well, I still have time.
No, you're a Knights fan. That's the Knights are honestly the Knights, Packers, and Bucks are your only legitimate teams. And I'd argue the Packers and the Knights, Brewers. That's true. You didn't pick up a baseball team. Brewers, Packers, and Knights are your only I'm not gonna shit talk you because you picked up the Knights right away. You've been a Packers fan since birth, and you haven't picked up a football team while you're down there. And the Brewers.
I don't mind Will Levis, but.
Shut the fuck up. NFL, I threw on the jersey because of this news. We're finally getting into training camp, some joint practices. The only NFL news that I've got this week is that the Lions-Giants joint practices this week have been chippy. There's been quite a few fights. I believe there was 2 fights yesterday, and then today there was another. The Lions, of course, won every single fight. There was only one yesterday that was kind of a push because so many people got involved. The one yesterday was Amon-Ra, got hit, took exception, kind of started jarring. The other guy pushed him, and then the team swarmed, and it got out of hand. There was some punches, some pushing. And then Sewell, there's a clip of Sewell surrounded by like 8 dudes, just so badass, this big dude. Skipper got into it too. He's a big dude. And then today's was probably the best fight we got in terms of video. You could actually see the whole thing. It started with Malik Neighbors in the end zone, getting locked down. And then Kirby Joseph comes up. He must have said something because Neighbors kind of pushed him and hit him in the face. And Kirby Joseph took exception to that. He punched him several times. I will say the lowest IQ thing you can do is punch somebody that's wearing a helmet. I don't care if it's my team. I'm not going to defend that. That's the dumbest fucking thing. Grab his face mask and rip the helmet off, then throw a punch. But to punch a helmet, I will say somebody slowed it down. His fist is so small, it got through the face mask, and he probably hit his nose a little bit. But he still has a helmet on. I doubt he actually hit his face. But, yeah, then from there it was all out. Terrion Arnold got involved in that one. He got involved yesterday as well. Terrion Arnold's kind of funny, though. He's kind of small, and he gets pushed around real easy in terms of fights. Like, a lineman versus a corner is going to win every single time. Look at Richard Sherman. Look at Josh Norman. Like, it happens every time. But I love the scrappiness. I will say I hope this doesn't happen during the season. I hope this isn't the new Lions that we're just going to fight everybody. But I'm okay with it in practice and training camp. That's all good. Get it out now. And, you know, when it comes to the season, just laugh at them. But, yeah, Lions definitely won the fight today. Some account posted, I think it was like ML Football, which isn't like a verified reporter, but they posted the video and they said Malik Neighbors got that dog in him. And I was so happy when I went to the replies to see that everybody was shit talking Malik Neighbors. There was a couple people were like, is the dog dead? Another guy said the dog, and it was like a picture of Courage the Cowardly Dog. Because the video, Malik Neighbors just backing up, taking shots the whole time. The only shot he got in was the first one. That's the other good thing about these fights is that the Lions are reacting. They're not throwing the first punch. So I would argue the Giants are the problem. But the bad thing to come out of all this is that every report I see is that our secondary is being absolutely torched by the Giants, which isn't
What's new?
They've got exactly. It's not new news, but they've got one receiver. I'm okay with being beat by Malik Neighbors. He's a dog. Daniel Jones misses him every time, anyways. But these other receivers that are no-namers, I don't want to hear about getting burnt by fucking Wan'Dale Robinson.
Whoa, now.
He's a nobody. He's not good.
He's not a nobody.
He's just fast. That's why people think he's good. But the other news was that...
What about Kenny
Manuel
Galladay?
Mosley, huh?
Where's he at? What about Kenny
Free agent.
Galladay? Where's he at?
He's a free agent. I think he's going to retire soon, probably.
Oh.
We have NBA we can talk about if we have time. If not, I'll talk to you about it off the podcast. It's not really important. I just saw it today, and I got to remember to remind you of it. But yeah, Manuel Mosley today, it came out. He tore his pec. He's out for a good amount of time. Not good there.
Out the season.
No, not the season. I saw there's a doctor on Twitter. Have you ever seen him? I forget his name.
You're asking me if I've ever seen the Twitter doctor.
No, he quotes every Schefter tweet about an injury, and he gives his diagnosis. Like he's a legit verified doctor. Yeah. He said full pec tears take some time to come back from. Usually it's not a season-ending injury unless the team is being cautious with the player. He's like, most often you see it in D linemen. The most recent was TJ Watt. He got injured week 1. He came back week 8, but he was never the same. He said, I project that he will start the season on the PUP list and come back week 6, which is great. I'm fine with that. Whatever. The other thing, though, is that he's our third corner now. We got Carlton Davis is number 1. Number 2 is Terrion Arnold. And then Enos Rakestraw is probably going to hop up to the 3 spot anyways. Mosley was on the team last year and tore his ACL. I don't know if you remember that. So he's got 3 torn ACLs in his career. So guy just can't stay fucking healthy. He's the only cornerback we kept last year. Because the other one, beat his girlfriend and then fled the country or whatever, wherever he went. But so not concerned about it. But the only thing to be concerned about is that our secondary is getting torched. I've seen everybody tweeting about it. So not good there. Have you
Jordan
seen anything
Love's
about
drop
out
some
of the
dimes?
Who?
Jordan Love's going to drop some dimes.
That's the thing I worry about is like when you play a good quarterback, he's going to burn you. Like even Dak is like a mid quarterback. Apparently, according to the top 100, he's top 15, but that's neither here nor there. But he fucking torched us because CeeDee Lamb just gets open. So, I mean, even the Packers with shitty receivers, they're going to burn you. So, not happy about it. But
shitty
it is
receivers.
It's week 1 of the preseason. I'm not gonna overreact just yet. Terrion Arnold's got to get used to the league. Carlton Davis has to get used to having a good coach. He's been at the Bucs for however how long. So we're fine. We'll be all right.
I'm so excited for the NFL season.
What about your Packers? You seen anything out of there?
Well, they had family night where they do like their scrimmage and everything. Last weekend, whatever. It was a packed house. For some reason, the Packers always sell out family night, which is pretty dope. I did see a couple videos of Love making some tight window passes. It was pretty sweet. Christian Watson looked decent. I know Josh Jacobs had a couple nice runs. Apparently, we have to be a little bit worried about Jair, not Ja. Jesus. Well, we do have to be worried about Ja, but
everybody's
apparently we have to worry about Jair, and he's kind of getting cooked by our wide receivers, which either means that our wide receivers are better than we think, or Jair might have lost a step. So
he's had some injury problems the last couple of years, hasn't he?
Shoulder injuries, but
that shouldn't slow you down any.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
he's the highest paid cornerback. You should be fine.
Well, it would have been nice if we would have went and got what's his name, the Eagles cornerback from Iowa,
Cooper DeJean.
Cooper, yeah.
I got a hot take about him.
What?
He's gonna be so trash. He's not gonna be able to keep up.
You think he was only overhyped because what are you doing?
Is that loud?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm picking at my mic.
Oh.
My take is that I don't think Iowa played Ohio State last year, and I don't think he's seen NFL speed, anything comparable in his Big Ten career because he went to Iowa. So yeah, like he locked down other players, but they're players that aren't in the NFL. You know what I mean? Like he was playing receivers at Wisconsin, Nebraska, Michigan State. Even like Michigan's receivers don't make it to the NFL. So I that's my hot take.
The other thing I have about
Plus,
the
look at the
NFL,
history of white quarterbacks in the NFL. It's not very good.
you said it, not me.
I'm just speaking facts.
The other thing I was thinking about today was I feel like we've heard all of this news on how Drake May's not that good and how Caleb Williams is the next big thing. Bo Nix looks good. Michael Penix threw some dots.
J.J. McCarthy is apparently the second coming of Christ.
Yep. I might be convinced that Jaden Daniels might be the best rookie quarterback this year.
Because you're just not hearing anything?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's definitely something to that where all these other quarterbacks get stroked up and down because they're in, these big market teams that are used to being good, like the Falcons, the Patriots, the Vikings. The Commanders are never good, so maybe that's why we don't hear shit. Because I haven't seen one thing about Jaden Daniels.
If I had to make a bold, so last year I made the bold take that the Texans would be a playoff team. I don't know if I said that they would be a playoff team last year, but I said within the next 2-3 years they would be a playoff team. If I had to make a bold take for this year, I kind of have two of them. I'll say one that Jaden Daniels wins offensive rookie of the year. And two, I would say that the Commanders could be a wild card team this year.
I think the only issue with that take is their conference. The NFC is tough. I think they'd have a better shot in the AFC just because you got Eagles and Cowboys are probably going to make the playoffs. Then you got Lions and Packers will probably make the playoffs. Then you've got...
Here's my thing, though.
NFC South is going to get one. And then NFC West, you got the Rams will probably be there. The Seahawks have been dancing around a little bit. What else you got? The Vikings with JJ. I could see it.
So my thoughts are the NFC North is going to take 2, maybe 3 teams. NFC West, you probably get 1.
Definitely get at least 1. I'd say
maybe 2, depending on. The Rams. I think the Rams probably sell off. NFC South 1.
Yep. So you got 6, but then you got 2 in the East because you got the Eagles and Cowboys probably gonna make it,
and the East beats up on each other though.
Yeah, but they're gonna make it. I want to see if you can bet on this and what the odds would be. See if this is actually like it's definitely a hot take. I bet you it's plus. I'm gonna say it'd be plus 600 probably.
I bet I get it quicker than you do.
Probably because I'm using FanDuel. I never look at FanDuel.
NFL. I'm on DraftKings right now.
To make the playoffs. Commanders. Oh, wow. Plus 300.
Huh. It's not as bad as I thought, but it's still... I wonder... I'll look at offensive rookie of the year. Oh, Jaden Daniels, plus 550.
Is he the favorite?
Yeah. No, Caleb is. He's second.
The only problem with offensive rookie of the year is they usually go position player. And you got dudes like Malik Neighbors. There's just so many quarterbacks this year though too that I feel like he could win it.
The other thing I was going to talk about too. Did you see the video of Xavier Worthy getting knocked around?
Yeah, just getting bullied.
That could be the Jamar Chase preseason 2.0.
Yeah, but here's the thing about Xavier Worthy, right? He didn't have Jamar Chase's talent level.
Yeah, no, it's a completely different skill set.
Coming out was crazy, but it could cause him to find that dog in him and just get absolutely built and just have like DK Metcalf build, but with crazier speed. But I think he's going to be a bust. But then again, you look at guys like Tyreek Hill, where they're short and fast as fuck, and he's the best in the league. One of the best, I should say. Sorry. And then he played with Mahomes. Mahomes makes others around him great, except for Kadarius Toney. So, I can see him being good, but I think I lean bust with him. He was a first round pick, right? He was the last pick.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be. Here's my take. He's John Ross 2.0. He was really fast in the 40, broke the record, and then he's not going to be an NFL receiver. So that's my take.
Yeah, but Xavier Worthy did more college stuff. Anyways, I can't wait to do an NFL preview show.
I think we need to have that be the entire show because for whatever reason, I think my 100%. Love for the NFL is growing. I think it's due to the Lions being good, but I just feel like I know more. I'm looking at more. I'm on Twitter way more. I almost didn't even use Twitter at all last year, and now I'm on it daily just reading training camp reviews. So this is my year when it comes to fantasy. I'm definitely winning a championship this year. Don't know which league.
Well, that's tough. I'm in both of your leagues, so I don't know how you're going to...
Yeah. Well, my team's better than yours, so...
I've been in the championship 2 years in a row.
Oh, in my league. I'm not worried about my league. My league's fucking whatever.
I got the 1-1 in the other league. I got the 1-1 in the other league.
I got 3 first-round picks in the other league.
You traded a pick for Raheem Mostert today.
That's going to be sneaky. You watch this. You watch this right here. Anyways, all right, let's get going. Let's wrap this up pretty much. MLB, you have a little bit of news. It was a slow week. It felt like I didn't see shit, but you go ahead with your news.
Yeah, the only thing I had was Blake Snell's fully back. It's the second half of the year, so he's good again. Threw a no-hitter this week, and last week he struck out 15 in his previous outing. So I'd say he's pretty good.
Definitely back. Who did he throw the no-hitter against? Was it the D-backs? Why does it feel like it was the D-backs?
No.
Here, I can look. I got the scores up. When was it last week? Do you know?
Thursday? I think it was Thursday.
All right, let's look Thursday.
Might have been no, it was Friday. It was Friday.
Padres. Where the fuck are they?
Not the Padres. Giants.
Jesus, that's why. Yep. They were playing the Reds. That's who it was. Oh, also, Ellie De La Cruz, really fucking good. Yeah, he's out of that bus stage again.
Did you see what he did yesterday?
I saw he was 4 for 5 with 2 bombs, right?
2 home runs, 2 doubles, and 4 stolen bases or something like that. It's insane.
If that guy could field, he'd be so good.
I think he's 20-50 right now. 20 homers, 50 stolen bases. Also, Bobby Witt Jr. joined the 20-20 club. Preseason, I said he was going to join the 30-30 club. I have money on that.
What is the 20-20?
Home runs, stolen bases.
Home runs? Okay. 30-30, he'll probably get there. What's Ellie going to be? 40-40 for sure?
Not this year.
No. He will be.
No, he'll probably be 30-70.
Still pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the Immaculate Grid. Do you remember what we did last week?
What do you mean?
For our score on the Immaculate Grid.
We got 9 out of 9.
We got 9, right? That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
For the listeners, going across the top, we got the Bucks, Browns, 1,000 yards in a season rushing. Going down, we got Eagles, Ravens, 49ers. I almost said Falcons, and then I couldn't think of what that was. So that was crazy.
Get that ad out of there.
Which one? Oh. Doink. All right. Browns and Eagles. There's definitely a player there. I can't think of it right now. Bucks and Eagles. There's a player.
I have a Browns Ravens.
Okay, what's that?
Zadarius Smith.
Didn't he just get traded to one of those teams this year? Or no? He's played on both?
I'm pretty sure he was on both.
Because I have another one that's safe. Odell Beckham Jr. Who do you think has... I bet you Zadarius Smith has better percentage, though.
If I am wrong...
No, you're
okay.
4%. Ravens 1,000-yard rushing. Do you want to go with old Ray Rice, the elevator, they used to call him?
That's sure.
Okay. Looks like 33% of America also went with that one. For the Eagles, I want to go Brian Westbrook. That's going to get good percentage. He was really good back in the day. Oh, wow.
Deshaun Jackson. Did he hit the Bucks or
Eagles
the Browns?
And Bucks, yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Yeah. Deshaun Jackson. Bang. He was on the Rams as well, right? Is that what he's wearing there?
Yep.
Browns and Eagles. Let me cook for a second. There's a wide receiver there, and I can't think of it. It's driving me insane. Or is it a defensive guy?
I got Browns Niners.
What's Browns Niners?
Trent. What's the lineman? Williams.
Trent Williams has not played for the Browns.
Where was he?
He was in
Commanders.
Washington. Yeah.
Yep. My bad.
I caught that. Should we just go McCaffrey for 49ers 1,000 yards just to be safe?
Frank Gore.
Oh, yeah. Because everybody's going to put McCaffrey, so good call there. All right, Browns, Niners. It's going to be Amari Cooper / what the fuck's his name?
Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, that'll be pretty soon here. Calling it now. Ravens, Bucks. There's got to be a receiver there. Think about Tom Brady's receivers. Who's he throwing the ball to?
Wes Welker, Julian Edelman.
No. I'm thinking with the Bucks, dummy.
Oh,
Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. Who caught the really long pass against the Packers in the NFC Championship?
The white guy?
The white guy. He beat Kevin King. Scotty Miller. Yeah, he hasn't played for the Ravens. I just wanted to get that one back out there.
Thanks a bunch.
You're welcome. Browns and Eagles. This should be easy. Why am I struggling?
Nick Foles ever get to the Browns?
Like, hold up. Josh Johnson.
Sure.
Boom.
Good.
That's a backup quarterback, by the way.
Any of the Browns quarterbacks that were 1-1s, first round picks.
I was thinking like Brian Hoyer.
What about, did Colt McCoy ever get to the Niners?
I don't think so. I think he's literally just Browns and Cardinals.
Sam Bradford, no. Alex Smith, no.
I think we got to go defense here. Alex Smith hasn't played for the Browns. Fitzpatrick, he hasn't played for the Ravens, though.
Nope. I
don't think he played for the Browns either. I think this is a Josh McCown one for Browns and Eagles. What do you think?
Yeah, I like that.
I think that's correct. Yes, nice. All right, for the listeners, we got Bucks and Ravens left, Browns and Niners. If you're watching on YouTube, go in the comments right now and comment who fits here that we're missing. Browns and Niners.
I feel like there's like a kicker or a punter that would work for Browns, Niners. I don't know why.
Niners, you got Jake Moody. Robbie Gould went out there for a little bit. Who's the other? David Akers. I don't think he went to the Browns. I'm thinking it's defense. It's like a linebacker or something. Oh, Vernon Davis. Did he go to the Browns? No. Vernon Davis played for one other team, though. Who was it? Oh, it was the Commanders. Bucks and Ravens.
Deshaun Kaiser, Brett Hundley. Wait, no. I was going to say Trace McSorley for the Bucks, Ravens, but I don't think
played for the Ravens and the Browns.
Yeah.
We got to think
Josh
defense.
Gordon?
I don't think he played for the 49ers.
But did he hit the Bucks or the Ravens?
No. Oh, Ravens, Bucks, Le'Veon Bell.
Oh, yeah.
All right, one more. Browns and Niners. Let's really get this one. Browns and Niners. Running backs. Got Peyton Hillis. Didn't play on the Niners. Kareem Hunt.
Pierre Strong Jr. That's not a guess.
Who the fuck was that?
It's one of their backups that took over when Chubb was hurt last year.
What?
I'm just throwing out names. Jeez.
Oh, come on. Think. Defense.
I feel like there's a running back there, dude.
I'm thinking like Eric Armstead is our backup pick. But I think he might have stayed with the 49ers.
What was when the Niners were running like a 3 running back system like a couple years ago?
He had like Carlos Hyde. Ooh, did he go to the Browns?
I
like that. I'm doing it.
I know he played for the Jags.
That hits. I love that. I love Carlos Hyde here. Can I click it?
Yeah.
Bang! Good shit. 171 too. All right. Wait, what was his percentage there? 12%. Nice. That was a good board. 171. We had a couple number 1 picks.
We know ball.
LaShawn McCoy there.
Who do we know
put? Deshaun
ball.
Jackson. Okay. Ray Rice was the number 1 for Ravens, 100 yards. That's funny. Odell.
1,000 yards, but yeah.
Smith, 1,000 yards, yeah. Jeff Garcia. That's a quarterback, though.
Yeah.
All right, very good. All right, very good.
Carlos Hyde was a wicked pull.
I love that. I love that you set it up, too, and
pull.
I spiked it to the fucking dirt. All right. You going to finish this up with roulette here? It was working on your computer, you said.
Yeah, I'm loading it up right now. I got to relog in. So entertain the folks, please.
All right, folks, let's get you amped up real quick. I'm going to pep talk myself as well. We're going to eat these tacos after we get off this podcast. We're going to fucking demolish them. They're going to be delicious. We already made the burger. We just got to warm it up. And then it is the championship. One shining moment. One chance at glory. In the first year, you will forever have the shit talk on top of Franke. Virginia, we can get it done. We can get it done. Orlando Pace, I want you getting out wide. I want you to get it done. Josh Fields, I want you getting it done as well. We're going to fucking trounce these little duckies and we're going to put them in the bathtub. Get it done. I love that. That was good. I'm amped up. I'm ready to play right now. Should I play it on the podcast? I should have played it while we were recording. Ooh, did we get our first Franke freeze of Riverside? Oh, you're freezing. I knew that. I knew this would happen. All right. Well, we can always do it on your phone. Well, if you guys are listening at home, I apologize that nothing's happening right now. If you're watching on YouTube, at least you get to look at me while he freezes. I look pretty damn good. Doesn't this jersey look great? Low key, though, I don't like the numbers on the shoulders. It almost makes it look fake. But my girlfriend promised that this was legit. She got it for my birthday. It's got the Nike logo. That's looking pristine. It's got the Lions. We got the Amon-Ra on the back, St. Brown. So it's real, but I don't like the numbers. I think they look fake. I think it makes it look like it's from China. Oh, we got a black screen from Franke. His recording failed. All right. I just got a notification that your recording failed, so I think we need to just chalk this one up. Your computer couldn't handle it. So are you doing your phone, or do we think yours isn't recording right now and we'd be wasting time? It shows I'm recording, yeah. Shows you're uploaded to. Oh, no, yours shows you're not recording. You have to restart and re-enter, it said. You want to try that? Do that, sure. Hey, it's just me now. So while Franke's gone, I just want to say the Lions are going to absolutely fucking run the NFC North this year. It runs through Detroit. Fuck the Packers. They're gay. Jordan Love sucks. He's so bad. He's so overrated. I can't wait for him to be shit this year again. Everybody thinks he's going to be good because he was good last year, but he won't be. The Lions run the North. Here we go. Hey, now it shows you're recording.
What did I just walk into?
Nothing.
Okay.
I hope
anyways,
you leaving didn't absolutely ruin this podcast. That would suck.
No.
We're an hour. In.
Yeah, I know.
But hey, apologize for technical difficulties. Like we said, it's going to be a learning curve for this whole recording thing, and we're definitely not restarting an hour and 4 minutes in. I'm not wasting another Tuesday night. So, let's get into it.
All right. So live lightning roulette is loading. Unfortunately, my computer could not handle sharing the screen and recording at the same time. So we have 12 seconds until the next number. We'll give it a second. It's the first time I've done this in a while.
I'll read them out to you.
Okay.
Just let me know when to go and then hit the back-to-back on the way.
Okay. Do you want me to show it?
You can show me. Well, this isn't our number, though.
No, I know. I'm just letting everybody see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's flipped. Here.
No, I can see it. 27. All right, here we go. Ready? 0, 2, 3, 9, 13, 22, 23, 24, 27, and 30. We're so due. I told Frankie before the episode, I went back and looked. We've lost 7 in a row. 7 weeks without a hit. I guess we did have the in-person where we ended up hitting, but it was on like a weird, like we bet $18 or something. You guys listened to that. We were trying everything. But here we go. Give us a lightning number. One of ours. 30.
18, 19, and 30.
30's 100X. We'll take that. Sure. I can see pretty good, actually. Is this what you usually see? Mine usually has a weird glare, I feel like, for you. All right, I'll commentate.
Yeah, you always have a weird glare.
All right, it's past the green. It's not green, but it could be. Oh, 27 back to back. Let's go. All right, just hit rebet. Let's go. We got a hit. All right. That was good. Finally, we get to put up. We're up $20 right now. Now let's make some more.
Nice and big here.
Finally. I think you were actually supposed to do $1 bets. No, we usually do 2. Yeah, we don't do $1. Huh? What do we normally do on a back-to-back? We haven't done it in so long.
I don't remember, but we redid it.
Sure. Good time to back-to-back it. What do we got? 14 and 31. Okay. Neither of ours. That's fine. Hey, the back-to-back finally worked, though. It's about time. All right, I just want to see it somewhere near that green so I can sweat it. Nope, nowhere near the green, but it looks like it could be a 9. No, is that 16? What is that?
18.
Well, we hit.
We'll take it.
Absolutely. So that takes us to, we are up 170 now since the 1-year episode. So this just shows the reality of gambling, kids. You cannot get rich quick off of this. All right. We were up at one point. We were up almost $300 or something. And now we're down to up 170, but we are up. We've also been down before. We were down 90 at one point. So it's an up and down game. Don't gamble, kids. That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, let's wrap up. We'll have a great weekend. Hit some tanks, door some tutties, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.